Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a fantastic trading day. In today's video, I am going to give you 5 new stocks that could squeeze at any time, and hopefully all of you are enjoying this list. I know I am having fun putting it together and investing in some of these picks also. Year to date, personally, I am at a 157.66% gain in my all cash stock account. So doing very well. Looking forward to that continuing. Hopefully all of you are having a fantastic year also. If you are not, hopefully this video is of help to you to help you to be successful in the stock market. Okay. But before we get going, if you could do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before and you really like the content of this channel, consider subscribing and turning on those bell notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out. I have some links down below that I need to let you know about. First of all, we have Webull. I use them as a broker. I love the pre-market and aftermarket hours. It's really handy and easy to use. Anyway, I like them. We have a link down below. If you want free stocks, please use that link and that'll get you some free stocks. Also have a link for BlockFi. If you want free cryptocurrency, you get a little bit of free cryptocurrency by just signing up. You don't even have to deposit any money, but I love using BlockFi each and every day, earning interest on my cryptocurrencies that I hold. I like to hold a lot of Ethereum, and I'm going to talk more about that in a new video series that's going to start happening on Tuesday, so I'm looking forward to that. Also have a link to our Patreon group that is down below. If you want all of my buy and sell alerts, exactly when I go in and when I go out, depending upon which strategy you decide you want to go with. And there is a strategy and a plan for you, something that fits your budget and something that fits the way that you like to trade. Please check it out. We have a link in the description down below. I would love to see you there. Okay, so of course, I need to get this out of the way. I am not a financial advisor. Of course, you need to do your own due diligence when investing. I'm not going to tell you when to buy and when to sell. I am only going to give you what I am doing and show what I am doing within my Discord and also within any of this group. Okay. Let's see how this list did last week. Okay, I'm going to go through 5 through 1, and this is if you bought it at the time of the video and held it for the entire week, which is not really how I recommend you utilize this list. I like to use stock alarm, and what I do is I set up for a volume spike and set these stocks up for a volume spike, and I wait for a volume spike and for the stock to be moving upwards, those two things. Then I go in and then I look for an exit point, and usually it's a day trade. But let's go through these. Last week's number 5 pick was YVR, and over the last week it finished down 10.20%. So that one was not a winner. That one did not squeeze. Number 4 was VERB, and over the week, if you would have held it, you would have been down 8.09% in that one. But here are the good ones. Number 3 was RCAT, and if you held it all week, you would have been up 3.20%. It had lots of spikes as it went through. Number 2 is MDIA, and there was lots of spikes on this one also, and it finished up for the entire week 24.93%, so did very well. And my number 1 pick, AHPI, if you would have held it for the entire week, you would have been up 63.66%, so very, very good, and a really good rate of return. Okay, so let's get to this new list and take a look at the different charts associated with it. All right, so the very first pick, number 5, is BTCM, and this is listed on the New York Stock Exchange, and this is Bit Mining Limited, and they have a 37.30 short percentage, so that is very, very high. Anything over 10% is considered high. Now listen to this. There is a 142.59% borrow fee rate. That means if an investor wants to short this, shares are so hard to get a hold of that they have to pay 142% interest to hold this. And so that is not a good deal for a short seller. Usually most short sellers would not want to be in that long term. And there's an average days to cover of 0.28 days, which means that there could be a squeeze rather quickly. This could happen on Friday. So you're going to see this video on Friday morning. And so this could be one that can move rather quickly. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. I'm going to set up my alerts, my volume alerts. I'm going to wait for a volume spike. And then once I get that volume spike, I'm going to take a look at it and see if it's spiking up or spiking down. And then I'm going to enter, find an entry point, buy the dip if there's a dip or a pullback, and then ride it to higher prices, wait for a MACD bearish cross, and get out. That is my plan anyway. Number 4 is SPRT, and it's traded on the NASDAQ, and this is support.com. 40.16% short percentage. So this is very, very high. Shorts are getting very aggressive. 83.80% borrow fee rate, which is very expensive, and an average days to cover of 1.31 days. And as you can see here, it has had some powerful spikes upwards. It's had a little bit of a pullback here, sitting around the 750 or 780 range right now. We have a MACD negative cross, but this could go positive right away. It looks like we had a pullback from being way overheated on the overbought on the RSI. And so it was natural to see a pullback from those levels. And now it is starting to recover slowly but surely. But I think this is going to be a powerful pick. Again, I'm going to watch for a volume spike and see that it's spiking upwards, and then find an entry point and try to make some money on day trading this thing. And I think it should be pretty powerful, should help you to make money on it. All right, number 3 is BTBT, and this is traded on the NASDAQ, and this is Bit Digital, and it's got a 16.36% short percentage and a 53.39 borrow fee rate, so shares are very hard to get a hold of, but an average days to cover of 0.11, and so this could spike at any moment, or we could see people reshort it and this go down. So you need to be very careful with this one. This could not squeeze, but it could squeeze huge. So this is one to watch definitely and see how it goes. All right, number 2 is NURO, and this is traded on the NASDAQ, and this is Neurometrics, and they have a 33.99% short percentage, so that is very, very high, and a 121% borrow fee rate, so shares are hard to get a hold of, and so this is difficult to short. 0.86 average days to cover. This could explode again at any time. And as you can see in the past, it has a history of doing just that, going from right around 250 all the way up to 38.75. Now it is pulled all the way back to 13.79, and we still have this gap here that has not been filled here. So this gap has not been filled. So that is something to be careful of and aware of. Usually when a stock starts to dip, it fills the entire gap before moving back upwards. So I would be patient. Again, wait for a volume spike and to see the price appreciating upwards. That is going to be key to making money on Neuro, and I would watch for it to get back to this 12.18, 12.20 range before moving upwards. And I would not set up a limit sell on it or a limit buy on it, excuse me, because it could come down to this level and then continue downwards. I've seen this happen many, many times, and it could all fill here and then bounce from here, or it could never find support and go all the way back to where it was. So this is one you're going to need to be really careful of, but this has the possibility of a big spike at any time, and so it's worth putting on your watch list and watching for it to go and making money on it on its way up. All right, number 1, here we go. Ticker symbol NRXP. NRX Pharmaceuticals. This is traded on the NASDAQ. 19.54% short ratio. And so this has got some heavy shorts in it. A 58.79% borrow fee rate and an average days to cover of 0.49. Now, in the past, this has been as high as $48. Boy, we would really love to see something like that. Not very recently, it was at $8.39. And so this is one, it had a gap here, and then it filled up, and then it powered upwards. This is one that's just been kind of meandering back and forth, and so this is one to watch for sure. Definitely worth taking a look at and putting on your watch list, and hopefully this helps you to be successful in the coming week. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments section down below. Just understand that I am not a financial advisor, but I will give you my opinion and at least look at it with you, and 2 heads are better than 1. I wish all of you the best in this coming week. Let's have a fantastic week of trading, and Raythoven out.